Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where last time we finished Phase 3 of the space elevator so we can unlock a ton of Tier 7 stuff, like Bauxite refinement, which gets us aluminum, the hover pack, finally, Mark 5 belts, the hazmat suit, and soon we'll reach our final goal, the Mark 3 miner, which will allow us to break this game beyond comprehension. But unlocking it's gonna be a bit of a problem. We need some steel pipes, supercomputers, and fused modular frames. These are not simple things. Unlike meal planning with HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal delivery service that delivers fresh, ready-made meals to your door. There are over 45 weekly recipes and over 100 curated meals for you to choose from, along with a selection of 15-minute meals that can be made in less time than it takes to order takeout. So whether you're looking to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help. For example, do you like breakfast? Would you like free breakfast for life? Well, with this limited time offer, you can get free breakfast for life while your subscription is active. Click the link in the description or use my code and get 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active if you're in the US. Outside of the US, the local discount will apply. So again, support the channel by clicking the link and subscribing to HelloFresh today. And now if only making supercomputers was as easy as signing up to that, eh? Like we don't even have the supercomputer technology unlocked yet. We need this, and then we need advanced aluminum production for the fused modular frame. And to unlock that, we need radio control units. Oh my gosh, it's a whole thing. Well, we'll start with this then, which shouldn't be a problem at all because we automated aluminum, we have casings for days, and I've let the alclad aluminum sheets back up in our dimensional storage. So we're good, brother. And let's send it. Control systems are ready to go.
Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm not making the assembly director system for like 200 hours here, okay? No, we have many more things to do instead. What should be the first? Well, let's go downstairs into our little factory here and figure out what to do. So this is where I'm making kind of all of my temporary TM setups, like weapons and iodine filters and whatever. And because it's temporary, I don't really care about production rates. We're just find a belt, we yoink from the belt, and we bring the item to the next setup. So I suppose we're just gonna build over here. And you know what? Let's just check the blender really quick. For fused modular frame, I thought that was in here. Am I crazy? Oh, we didn't unlock it yet. No, we're still about to. No, we gotta get the radio control units and then supercomputers. Well, blender later. Supercomputer now. My favorite item in the game. So thankfully, we still have some tiles empty over here to bring over parts. And what do we need for a supercomputer? Computers? Crazy. AI limiters? No problem. High-speed connector? Got it. And plastic. Okay, let's go shopping. There are some computers. That can be yoinked. So we'll just add in a splitter here. We will build a belt up to the top here, and then bring the belt along the ceiling. Then what next? AI limiters. Hello, AI limiters. You're going into this bin. This bin is now going to here. And from here, how can we like squeak through here? Sure. We have straight belt build mode, so we can do crazy stuff. Like, that's why I'm punished for my disorganization. Fine, like that. Oh, but that's on like an angle there. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Not a big fan of angles and stuff like that. Let's just do this instead. Just line it up a little bit better. Straight on across, and then we're in the clear, right? Just from here, and then we have the free tiles, and we're good. Plastic, same kind of deal, except even easier. That's what I'd say if there wasn't a belt blocking us. Oh, but wait, this is high-speed connectors. We need that. Yeah, yoink. Wait, the plastic can just go down this way. Ooh, hold up. You are coming on down here, buddy. And then for the high-speed connectors, right next door, you're right there. I found a free lane over to the manufacturer through here. It's perfect. That's pretty much how I've been setting up everything in this area. I just find the item, yoink it, hopefully find some free space, and then GG easy, it's done. Very cool. And with the supercomputers automated, I could easily move on to the fused modular frames. And they're not bad at all. A heavy modular frame, aluminum casing, and then nitrogen gas. Yeah, no, the only big issue was unlocking them. So all I did was set up just a temporary .tm radio control unit manufacturer here. That made all the ones we needed to get the unlock, and now we are almost ready to go. Yeah, the radio control units aren't really used in building a whole lot, and I want the fused modular frame machine to be running for as long as possible, because I know with Mark III miners, we need the fused modular frames to build them, which means we need nitrogen as soon as possible. That's the last thing, right? Yeah, nitrogen gas. Unfortunately, that is the one thing I haven't collected yet. We have fuel, we have water, but no gas. Not yet. No, the nitrogen gas is gonna be the easiest thing to get out of everything because we have a nitrogen node right over there. In fact, we have two. We have another one over by our fuel plant, which we'll be getting later. But to get the gas out of the ground, you have to use a well pressurizer. This chonker uses a ton of power and activates resource well extractors that are around the node. But this has to be first placed on it and then activated. Which is why I'm really happy we have all of these belts and bits of infrastructure all around. So we have power close by at least. Oh, and there's a water node right here. It is water, right? Looks like water. Smells like water. And tastes like water. Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's water, but not what we want right now. No, we want the hard drive. Wait, give me the loot. Are you kidding me? There's a radioactive hog. Why are you down here? Gosh, there's two hogs? There's, what is this? This has to be the best hard drive of all time. And this is not good when they're working together like this. Ah, I'm dying. Holy defenses, Batman. Wait, he respawned? I saw it with my eyes. Ow. Oh my gosh, please, there's back! Where did he go? Oh my, wait, I think he killed that guy. He's violent, he's very violent. That's fine, but what the heck? Okay, we don't have a lot of health left. Just stop existing. Okay, nap time, good. Little ones, sleep. What is this? What are you doing camouflaged over there? One quick breath here, and die. Double die. There's 3 of them? Oh, did they just come out of the woodwork or what is this? This is the most enemies I've ever seen on one hard drive. Why are you guys doing this to me? Stop it. Oh my gosh, well, hard drive for me at least. And it's free, I could have just looted and scooted. Whatever, dude. Extra organs for Mr. Kibbs. Okay, what were we doing though? Nitrogen. Nitrogen's right over the hill here. Good, very good. I need this. Alrighty, and hopefully this is a good resource node, right? Yes, it's pure. Billy, what are you, do you not know what I've just been through? Oh my gosh, is it all pure? Wait, yes, I built my last aluminum setup, actually right next to here. Yeah, in my last playthrough. Oh, the memories. Oh no, it was bring your kid to work day. Rough, how irresponsible. Okay, bring over some power, hook up the pressurizer, and once that is set up, we can place the well extractors. So send it. There we go. Well is active, and nitrogen soon to be mine. And that took no time at all. Nitrogen and other gases are the easiest thing in the world to collect, because with gases, you don't need to worry about pumps or anything. The gas will just go wherever you send it. It can go up, it can go down. You can move it all around. It doesn't care. It will fill the void. And so it was brought up to our other logistics path here, and then I just brought it around the oil pipe and added a new logistics path back to our base. And with it, we can make fused modular frames, and then in the future, I think we can make other stuff out of it, like nitric acid, yeah. We're gonna need a lot of nitric acid. But for now, I just want my fused modular frame. So the rest is hooked up, and now with the gas, it is automated. Thanks to our Somersloops, we can make 7.5 per minute. And considering all of the inefficiencies around this place, that is exceptionally good. Very, very pleased. Those will slowly get sent into our dimensional storage, and once we have enough, we can get the Mark III miners. And the game truly begins.
Fix it, didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Since when was Ada on my side? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Main thing is we have the Mark III miners. And with them, and why they are so mission critically important, is because I can finally change all of these temporary setups using the Mark II or Mark I or what have you miners. No, we can get rid of them. We can throw in the Mark III, and it can just get more stuff. Like fully overclocked, an Ampere node gets 300 resources per minute, versus a Mark II even, fully overclocked, gets half of that. So this doubles our resource collection. It's incredible. And once we have Mark VI belts to boot, hey, that's gonna be a good time. But for now, I am very happy with what we have. And they are the tools we need to finally start for realsies playing the game. Why do you think I've been leaving half the base unconstructed? Because we got gigafactories to build. Got a lot of oil to process. We have aluminum we need to process out the wazoo. So much more. I suppose the only thing still in our way is the last little hiccup, and that is the turbo motors. And turbo motors are no joke. They are pretty rough. They need a cooling system, which is like a heat sink and some other stuff. Radio control unit. I guess I actually have to properly automate that. Motors, go figure, and rubber. Yikes. See the most complicated thing first. That is just the cooling system, right? That needs a heat sink, water, and nitrogen. Water, we actually brought that up for the aluminum, so it's right there. We just got all the nitrogen gas, just kind of moved it around a bit because I had a feeling we'd need it again. So that just means for these, we just need to bring rubber from somewhere else and then heat sinks. Was any rubber nearby? A little bit. Got some plastic? Yeah? Rubber belt? Come on, you must have used it for something, right? Gibbs, please don't make it. Wait! Fabric, you troll. Rubber, okay, cool. That goes to here. And then uppies? Uppies eventually. Once we hit the ceiling here, usually that's like game over. And sometimes we have to dodge another ceiling belt. It's okay, just adds to the chaos. And it makes its way over eventually. We'll do that with the other items too. I totally forgot though, we actually need heat sinks. Heat sinks are just made in the assembler, and I don't think they're that crazy. I think it's copper sheets and then aluminum something? Heat sinks? There they are. Ah yes, the alclad sheets and copper sheets, no problem. Unless we got an alternate recipe that's gonna change all that. No. What is this? Leached caterium ingots. That's kind of neat. He uses sulfuric acid to get more caterium. It's not better than the pure ingot recipe that just uses caterium and water, but it's 3 times the production rate, so you save a ton of power. Neat. What if we rescan? Ooh, there we go. Alternate heatsink. It just uses casings and rubber, and we have rubber. Casings are nearby. But a supercomputer recipe? How can I not? I don't think we'll ever use that recipe, but bro, it's supercomputer. What do you want me to do? Supercomputers are my favorite. Back to production though. We now have this almost ready to go. We've got the heat sinks next door, and then we needed radio control units. We'll move all this stuff around at some point. That can go radio control units. I think that's just crystal oscillators and some other stuff. Oh, we have 2 recipes. Control system. Yeah, crystal oscillators and a few other things. And then what's the other recipe? Radio control unit. Computer casings and that. Yeah, I unlocked this alternate recipe here, and I can't really tell which is better. But I do know that our computers are being used to make supercomputers at the moment. So I'd rather use anything else. So let's just use this recipe. So after some truly horrific bobbing and weaving, managed to bring everything over and automate the lot. So a few modular frames still going on. We have the cooling systems now automated, and they're actually going pretty well. Apparently we have a lot of this stuff around, so that's stacking up. Made the heat sinks, which went into the radio control units, and that finally gets to our turbo motors. All we gotta do is flip the switch, and we're making like 10 a minute. That is while supplies last. They are not gonna last. Maybe we'll make like 100 of them, just off of what we have, and then everything will slow to a crawl. That's okay. We don't need very many. All we need is a handful to get us started, and I have plenty of logistics work to do to keep me busy and let me wait as these stock up. So we're good. The game can finally begin. And what will be our first truly mega project? Well, it's gonna be aluminum. We are going to build hundreds, no, not thousands, but definitely hundreds of refineries to make all of the aluminum. And I mean all of it. We are going to go around the entire planet, gather up every bit of bauxite possible, and have it be processed into aluminum. In fact, we're gonna want even more than the world can provide. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now, we want orange rock. We need the bauxite. We need all of the bauxite. And we're gonna be gathering it up mostly with trains. We're gonna have a big train loop going through the entire red forest biome over here. So we'll probably go way up over this way, scoot on across, and then circle back around here. In fact, I've already got the process started. Usually when I'm building my train lines, I'm just trying to figure out, hey, where should the path be before I do anything else? And I think I got a pretty good one. So we're gonna keep the train line going this way, and that's gonna go on the far end of the biome. And when we wanna actually build our train tracks, I built a new blueprint, simply called train support. And we'll have our tracks elevated on this. And then we can have some belts running underneath in case like a node's really close by and we just wanna belt it over. As for the closer train track, well, I realized I wanted the train to kind of head on down here and be a little closer to the ground, just because I think it would look more aesthetically pleasing than having just a giant floating rail. And also because I like to use the terrain when I'm building, even when I'm building with pillars here. And if we build at this height, way up ahead, we line up with some hilltops. So it'll kind of look like the train is using the terrain. Like you could build a support on that hill, we can build a support on that one, and then way up ahead there, we can build a station on that cliffside, or at least one of the stations. There is a lot of bauxite and coal in this biome, so we're gonna have to have quite a few. Way over there, what the heck? Okay, maybe the other train line will gather those. But no matter, we will have a loop. But to dodge some craziness, we're gonna have to send our train lines on a bit of an adventure on angles. And I hate building things on angles. I love brutalism in the way I build because it's simple, it's square, and it can look really cool if you include depth. But sometimes you simply have to work with the angles. Fortunately, at least with trains, the tracks can bend. We can build our support here, go a little bit further out, build another support, and the train tracks are the only thing that will have to bend. And we won't have to make like weird angled platforms and stuff like that. It'll just be the tracks. And that looks a lot better than trying to clip together any of these foundations, at least in my opinion. And then that will continue all the way through the rest of the biome here. And at the end of the day, that should cover us for everything. Plus, having this kind of infrastructure around is so convenient for later in the game too. Like after the aluminum project. Because here's the Satisfactory map, right? And here's the red forest biome. Well, if we're just gathering up all of the bauxite and a lot of the coal, well, later on, we might need some limestone. That'll be right beside our train line. Or maybe some extra quartz. Or maybe some uranium. Who knows? It's just the infrastructure can be used for so much more, letting us scale our production out the wazoo. Bad news is, though, this is only half the track. We still have to finish up and connect the other side of the loop. And so far, I've just brought it up to here. I have a temporary train track there for a hypertube, but we might not actually stop there. It's just needing the power around. But okay, we do have some nodes here. And how I want to hook them up, at least to a lot of the system, is we'll get near some of them, at least the ones that are conveniently placed. Get rid of this, we'll get rid of that, and we'll build ourselves a train support. Since we have this room underneath, we can just add in a conveyor floor hole, a lift, and bring the other side of the lift all the way down to the node. And that is practically GG easy. As for the power, well, this is gonna be a support pillar. So we'll just fill in the pillar. Attach the power to it, and then eventually the power, I don't know how we'll do this cleanly, but it'll go underneath the tracks, and we'll bring this to the closest train station once we figure out where that is. And you know what? I think we gotta do that right now. I was thinking about right here, but no, we gotta go a bit further here. Now let's try and build an angle. What angle do we want? Probably this angle. I want to preserve as much of the foliage as possible because it looks cool. Let's see what we can do. Hold this in place, nudge it a bit until we have a decent corner here. Looks okay. Then we will zoop way down over here. I already tried building to some of the nodes, so I know where they are. There's a coal one and a bauxite one over there. So pretty quick, we want to start heading left again. And I think I see a path like right here to get through the trees. And oh, this is actually perfect. There's a lake. And guess what doesn't grow on lakes? Trees. So the lakes are going to kind of become our little train station area. So we're just gonna have to peel off from the main track. I think that track in front of us is gonna be the outbound. So we'll peel off to the right. And once the track is out of the way, we're pretty much good to go. And we can build all the stations. Fun fact, by the way, if the surface is uneven, if you just press H, you can hold an object in place so you can look around. But it also just kind of gets rid of the uneven terrain warning. So you can build and do whatever you want. Very, very handy. Now, when we get past this station, it's gonna be a pretty small one because there's not a lot of nodes around. We just need to loop the track back to the inbound line. It looks like that is good. Continue it forward. And the rest of this rail will meet up with the rest of the loop. GG easy. After building all of this and what we did earlier, I realized, wait a second, we can get rocket fuel now. And that'll make building so much better. Yeah, it's just off in the sulfur tech tree. And there you have it, a hard drive, fluid tank, and some more packaged turbo fuel. Well, okay, we'll just head back to base, we'll automate the fluid tanks, and do we have a hard drive around? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find a hard drive too. Oh, is it in here? Oh, what the heck? What a nasty place. But it's free. We take free. Then for the fluid packager, whatever the heck that thing was called, it's just aluminum. Yeah, empty fluid tank. We just need ingots. And now we can go and get our rocket fuel. And we got it. Yes, Ada?
Rocket fuel unlocked. Warning, mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. All right though, rocket fuel. How do we put that together? Turbo fuel, nitric acid, huh, funny. And then that gets us the rocket fuel and some extra compacted coal, not bad. So we'll just make the rocket fuel here. Then we'll make the nitric acid there. And at what rate do we make this stuff? Pretty fast, nice. And then the nitric acid, probably made in this? No, what? That's impossible. How do you make nitric acid? What? Why isn't it showing the recipe? Oh my gosh, we don't. Oh, that's funny. We don't have it unlocked yet. How do we get it? Particle enrichment? Of course it's particle enrichment. So, send it. We got the nitric acid. Huzzah!
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta,
Oh,
can
yeah.
be created in the particle accelerator.
And that.
Fun fact, Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways.
Really?
On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
Interesting to say the least. It's so funny. I got particle enrichment and I just totally forgot. Oh yeah, we also get plutonium and nuclear basta and particle accelerators for Pete's sake. But oh, the demon. Forget about that. No, we're gonna focus on the nitric acid right now. Automate that. And easily. And after only 1,000,000 hours, we have the nitric acid made. I brought it up over this way, put it into a blender way over here, and that's making the rocket fuel. And you know what? The rocket fuel wasn't bad at all. What was a huge problem was making the turbo fuel at base here. Oh, what a headache, dude. It's not like I have any room in here, so I had to go downstairs. Down here, we have this little corner of turbo fuel. Very simply, using the heavy oil residue recipe as we do, so that we can combine it with compacted coal to make the turbo fuel. But it's all worth it, because it got us the goods. And we now have packaged rocket fuel. So let's see how good this stuff is. Make it our new preferred fuel. Take a little scoot around. Okay, already a lot faster. Lasts forever. I can't believe I lived so long without this. This is incredibly good. This in the hover pack, oh, now we can actually, for realsies, play the game. We have the turbo motors for Mark III miners. We have the best belts almost. We have rocket fuel. And to top things all off, because we already made the turbo fuel here, I got the turbo rifle ammo too. And now the real game can begin. However, that's going to be all for now, but if you enjoyed, remember to subscribe for more. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.